What is up, YouTube? Spoke of something in the podcast the other night. I'd like to get it out there. Just figured the sooner the better. Sort of calling out, and I'll preface it with what I say won't matter. I'm a peon in the grand scheme of things, um, card wise. The companies don't care about it. They want money. Money is always going to be the bottom dollar or the bottom line. Um, but a rare think piece for me. With the current state of the retail market, you hit up your Target, you dip into your Walgreens, hope that there's something hiding in there. Walmart, anywhere else that sells cards. You don't find anything at all. I mean, if you do, it's one or two packs. That's trickled obviously into the Pokemon market. That doesn't personally affect me. Naomi, I've gotten her packs before, and she really hasn't driven down that road. Doesn't really care, but she wants to open baseball stuff. She likes the Cubs. That was her minor league team, as it were, in like organized baseball, little league, and then she played in the Brewers. So she likes seeing those cards. Not so much for the Cubs because she likes animals as well. Anyway, it's going to be sort of a pot shot video at some of these people, and then the think piece will intertwine as we go down the road. For everyone buying stuff out there, I get it. Right now is the time to make money. Money's the operative, seemingly the operative end game for a good majority of us in the hobby. Investor focused or not, the card collecting, the player collecting, the set collecting side as well. If you can make oodles of money off of a nominal purchase, you're going to do it. If you don't have any emotional attachment to the card, or if you know there's a greater goal that you can fund by selling some of your cards, you will do that. In the same vein, when you've got all these skinny jean wearing posers and the old guys that I still remember trying to bust 1992 Fleer baseball jumbo packs to go get the rookie sensation cards, and leaving all the base cards behind for us to pick up as 10, 11, 12-year-olds. Nobody's leaving the base behind. So that's one thing. You're not getting 30 cards a pack or whatever it was. At the same time, you guys are all going to die off. You're selling this product, this retail product that's marked at $20 and $40 for like the megas, and then there's some stuff like in the $50, $60 range, like the rookies and stars have a couple like the hits or whatever per box. And they used to be Target exclusives. I haven't seen those in a year and a half at least. You're going to die off. You're teaching anyone younger than you that it really isn't in this hobby for my reasons. Are they the right reasons overall? Debatable. My reasons. You're not teaching them that. You go to a show, and the folks there that are novices, you're ripping them off. Is it market price? Yes. Secondary market price, I should allude to there. It isn't the market price. The market price is $20 or whatever it's at Target, Walmart, and these massive retail outlets. The secondary, or when you come up with the price, 35, 40, $100 for something that's $20 to $40 or more, and these people don't know. It's sort of like the old carny. Yes, you can blame the people for not knowing, At the same time, if they hear their kids saying, man, I want a whoever rookie card, I want a LeBron, I want a Soto, I want a Acuna, Luca, Lafreniere, whoever the player is they're looking at, Steph Curry, whatnot. These parents not knowing apples from oranges, potatoes from a catalytic converter, are going to pay those prices because they think their kid's going to get whatever card they're looking for in said product. Most of the time, that doesn't happen. My main complaint, besides dealers just being back alley businessmen, that at the show here nearby in Duluth, I've seen it. I've seen stupid prices on stuff where all these people probably running the same pack, clear out the Target there, clear out the Walmart there, go over to Cloquet, clear out the Walmart there. I wouldn't be surprised if it went up to Rapids, cleared out the Walmart there, and circled back to Virginia. Pardon me. And cleared out the Target and Walmart there. And they've got all this stuff on their tables. There's like a full table of just blasters, mega packs, hanger packs, or mega boxes, hanger packs, and rack pack type situations. All marked up. They know they have some people by the short hairs because of the kids wanting to bust something. My advice would be to the collectors, and it's been discussed on the Insert Revolution podcast, which is every Tuesday night at 7:05 Central Standard Time on the YouTube channel, also named the Insert Revolution podcast. It's been on Zombie Collectors streams. It's been on with Bob, Lewis, and Mark when they're on. Stove, Investor, Collector, Dealer, Charlatan. It's been mentioned, and because I'm Carlos's stream, it's been mentioned everywhere that folks that sort of have that collecting mentality, they'll flip when they can to sort of self fund their hobby instead of constantly taking out of pocket. Don't pay those prices. Don't pay those marked up prices. If somebody's selling a blaster that's supposed to be $20 at Target on the shelf, and they want 50, they want 100 for it, don't buy into that. You're only feeding the beast. Not the one down in Texas. You're feeding the notion that these people that are just deviant isn't the word I want to use, because they're not. But it's so much based around money now. Think back to when you were a kid. You'll say, oh, the junk wax era, all that stuff was so plentiful. You could go to Target, you could go to KB, Toys R Us, Children's Palace, Kmart, anywhere. Woolworth, I remember Woolworth and Superior had some 90 Donruss best of sets down there, and that was the Sosa one that they later sold on Shop at Home for a ton of money. You could find cards anywhere. Gas stations. Every gas station had cards. Every local mom and pop store had like a couple boxes of cards sitting there. Hell, the grocery store up here that I work at now, when I was 10, 11, it had cards on every till. We, as folks that are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, know that joy of busting packs, trading with our friends, getting excited when we got the 88 Donruss Greg Jeffries rated rookie, pulling that Ziggy Palfy 90-91 Upper Deck rookie. We know that excitement, that joy, that it's like, okay, now do we trade it? Well, no, there's some more packs to buy. I'd like to get some more packs or put it in my binder, do whatever. I just want to keep going because it's really enjoyable to me as a child, as a youth. Obviously, the card manufacturers don't give two shits about the kids today. It isn't a hobby for kids, and that's where my point will eventually go. When you have every high-end product at what it's been at for 10 years, 12, 15 years, since Exquisite and the Cup came out, Ultimate Collection as well, I get where you're guaranteed a better chance of getting some monumental cards out of there. But when Donruss is coming out, whatever price a box, and then you've got Blowout or whatever, even Panini, marking the price way up. Hoops was at like $379, $400. Hoops. That is basically the collector's choice of basketball. While there's other mitigating factors that have led for the price increase and the surge, at the same time, the return on your investment, you shouldn't have to pay, and I don't even know what they're going for right now, but I know the Lonzo or the LaMelo Ball rookie is going for a good chunk of change. Those aren't finite cards. There's going to be thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of those produced. What the companies are doing with the low-end product, what these folks that are in groups or buyers groups going and just raiding basically Targets, all these retail outlets, Walmarts. Folks like me, folks like my buddy that does the gourmet foods route up here, he said he's looked everywhere for retail, can't find shit. Folks that just want to bust a retail box. Not even to look for something major, maybe pull a rookie card, put it in their binder. Guys my age, gals my age. It's got to come to a head. Because you know what? When all you old folks that are coming and raiding the stores, when you're at the shows trying to mark up everything, when you are in the grave 6 feet deep, or your ashes are scattered in a dump somewhere, what is the legacy that you've left? That may not be important to you. Card companies might not give a shit either. You know why? Profit margins right now. They're making the money. They're making that bank. But when everything turns to digital, when everything goes away, the tangible card, you can't hold a card in hand. Who's going to be collecting? You've alienated your customer base constantly and consistently for the power of the almighty dollar. That's the bed you have to sleep in at night. That's fine. You're going to say, Dave, you know what? E-Pack and all that stuff, that's what kids want. They're always on their phone. True. Give them an option, though. If we had that option, a lot of us collectors back then, if we had the same option, I still think we would go for the tangible card in our hands. My daughter likes opening up packs. If she's on her phone, or on her mom's phone or whatever it is, the iPad, whatever. It's not to look at cards. She wants to hold them. Her dad collects. She sees that's something that she can bond with me over. Can't do it. I'm not going to fucking spend $250 for a box of Topps. There's no way. Does anybody out there care? I doubt it. That's fine. But again, when I've got all these thoughts rattling around in my head, some of the time I need to get them out. And this is one it's been festering for a while, probably a good 3-4 months, and it just keeps on returning to me every day. What is the legacy we're going to leave for our kids, for any other kids in the hobby, showing that pretty much all it is about the top tier stuff, top tier cards, top tier players. There's very little that I see. I could be in the shadows of what's going on out there with some of the stuff, but there's nobody really showing anybody collect what you love that's on the level of like a Gary V, a Vegas Dave. All it is to them is fucking money. It's not about, you know what? The money when you can make it because you've made some sly and smooth investments, some great low key purchases. That's a bonus in all of this. Putting together either a team collection, a player collection, set collection, insert set collection, collecting certain types of cards like Hall of Famers, vintage, graded, whatever the case may be. There's nobody out there telling these kids, hey, that's okay to collect that stuff. You don't need to constantly run with people that are just trying to collect Trout, Bowman Chrome autos, or Kobe Topps Chrome PSA 10 rookies. That stuff's nice. It's not for everybody in everybody's budget. That's where it comes back to the wax. If I can't pick up a couple blasters for my daughter and I to bust, why the hell is she going to show any interest maybe 10 years down the road? 20 years. When the world rejoices and I die, what's she going to do with the cards? What she'll say, well, my dad liked them. I have no interest because even with the stuff he taught me about the cards, what I really would have liked to done with him is open them, and then I probably would have paid a little more attention as we went through the packs. Do I think any of this, my rambling, will change anything? No. I could spit and piss in the wind and I know it would happen. But to not put it out there and at least have it saved, archived as it were. Just my thoughts, my rambling dissertation. If people agree, they agree. If they don't, that's fine. If you're part of the problem and you don't see my point of view, that's fine. Everything about 2021, February 18th is money. That's all folks care about. I shouldn't say all, but I mean the greater majority. If I've sold cards in the last couple months, it's because I got them absolutely dirt cheap 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer. I've put all that money that I made from cards, selling, back into cards. Self-funding my collection. The retail market I know won't change. It would be absolutely wonderful. I don't expect it to be like last year when Topps 2020 came out. Blasters everywhere, mega boxes, hanger packs. I don't expect that. But it sure as hell would be nice to walk into one of these retail outlets and not see a barren wasteland of nothingness. Just once. Maybe twice. Maybe all the time. Until the market corrects itself and the hands aren't reaching for the fistfuls of money that the internet's giving out for these products, for these cards, we're not in a holding pattern. That's basically going to be the pattern, and it's not a good one because the legacy that's going to leave 20, 30, 40 years down the road, it's not going to be a good one. And Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, it's on your shoulders.